In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove the camshaft bearings on a pushrod style engine where your camshaft is in the middle of the block. This one is actually quite difficult to get all the bearings out of because there's nowhere on this block that makes easy access down into the center two bearings. In fact, I was told that the only way to get these center two bearings out is to push them out of their own bore and then push them through the next consecutive bore in line. So maybe there's a better way to do it, but I haven't heard of any better way to do it on this particular style. But most of the time you can push them through and there's a big enough gap that you can reach some pliers down in there and pull out the bearing. Now the tool that we're using looks like this, and we've selected on here this adapter out of our kit that is a good diameter for this particular size bearing. So we go ahead and we push this onto our tool, and I like to make sure I line up the wedges on here. The way this thing works is as I tighten this piece, there's a cone-shaped piece right here that's going to get pressed down in there, and it's going to spread this thing open. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the opposite side of the block and get this so it's poking just out barely, and that the metal section of that adapter we put in will be right behind the camshaft bearing. And you'll see there's a little bit of a lip right there. So as I tighten this out, that lip will be the thing that drives out our bearing. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hold this, twist the shaft, and tighten that up to spread it open. Once you've done that, over here on the back side of the block, we've got this cone, and the cone is going to help us stay centered to that hole. Okay, now we're going to take our hammer and we're going to hit this and drive out our bearing. Okay, so I'm going to hold the cone still while I do this just to make sure it stays straight. And you can see our bearing is right there. Loosen it up, and that's how you do that. And you just continue to do all of them until you've removed all the cam bearings, and you'll use this same tool to reinstall the new ones.